You got mic on in your what's going on? Turn that gun off, dude.
How am I turn it off?
Dude, you can turn it off when you're about to broadcast.
Hold on. Advanced settings. Audio.
Did it do it? Okay, it should have popped up as soon as you hit broadcast.
It still shows the mic.
So they said include microphone audio and broadcast. That's pretty really worth it. Bradley Roby, Portland starting. I'm getting losing it again. He's Danny one. I don't know if I want to do that or not. You on YouTube?
Yeah.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm watching on my system.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
There you go. I found it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 just shy of midfield at the 48.
I'm lagging.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Second down, Winston. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Winston to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, my God.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Let's go now.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Come on, Humphreys.
From the red zone now, Winston.
Incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
This might.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
368!
Dalton on the draw to Mixon.
I knew it!
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Andy Dalton. And they jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on, Mike.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Winston. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hang it.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, my God.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Dalton once more.
Bro, how is that?
Side and he's got a man. That's Boyd. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good. Over here. Yes.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
How?
To Mixon on the check down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Bro, how the
As we
fuck?
often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Ray looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Somebody got to get over.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston.
Winston, how are you open?
Complete on the deep ball. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often
This
talk
nigga
about an
wide the
offense's
fuck
ability
open.
to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Play fake. Winston.
Oh, my.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
One-on-one on the
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. This is caught by Jackson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So he took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson
ACL
in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action now. Winston. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. 3rd down here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
This nigga really can't throw.
On play action, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before.
Are you
he's
kidding
inside
me?
the 30. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Winston sneaking it, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but hurt. Stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
ACL sprain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw here, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Y'all about to put him right.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Left. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off...
Fucking go.
At the 20. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Hold on,
he's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And on the ground they go, the running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Winston now. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake to Mixon.
This is Dalton. Every fucking time.
Open man is Uzama.
He don't drop
it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it.
Bro, that's my 3rd guy.
Andy Dalton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Cincinnati. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Once again, they run with Mixon.
What?
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Broken.
An 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Get ready for 57 over there.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking.
Come on, DJ, give me one like you did for the Eagles.
Or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, DJ. Beat your opponent.
Off the play fake. Winston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Bitch ass.
Because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
I can't believe you dropped the fucking ball. Come on, dude.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
Oh,
you've got to feel there's a
51.
sense of urgency for them going
Come
on
on.
offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Oh, don't you dare start. Don't you dare.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton.
Good job, Brent.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't know. Better get this. Max
They're
coverage.
looking to throw this. Winston.
Go.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 40 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th of the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff
Jameis,
unit
you about
as
to
they
get
run
fired,
up and
nigga.
send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Oh, shit. Let me not.
So now Dalton finds an opening past the 40.
Burn,
Green
come
with
on,
a catch left side. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go on the ball.
All right, here's Dalton.
Oh, that's a pick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He sets to fire deep, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
The Carolina
Meanwhile,
Panthers.
For Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.